So, a couple of things fascinate me. For one thing, when I went to the video, um, well, comments weren't disabled, but the ratings were. So, I found that fascinating how he would actually disable likes and dislikes from the video, almost as if like deep down he knows that people are gonna dislike him for oblivion because he knows what he's doing is wrong, obviously. So this wasn't recent. It's kind of a thing that it's one of the big pseudo things with him. He actually got someone's channel taken down. The one of the low tier guys stream archive channels, which basically archived all his stuff. The irony to this is that the person actually uploading the stuff wasn't too into like the whole detractor thing. He was just really uploading a stream. If low tier guy was intelligent, he would actually talk with this person and tell this person that you know you can do this, but you know this would kind of be an archive channel. Nope, he didn't do that. He basically just took it down, basically making a whole little video whining about how this person's obsessed and we need to go flag his stuff, blah blah blah. And again, that's another fascinating thing. This is the reason why I kind of do this. It's fun to me to kind of poke fun at these kind of people, and people often ask me why do I care, and now that I got my definitive answer, it's just fun to fuck with people, with low tier guy, because it just, if you poke him slightly, okay, some people on the internet you kind of have to poke them really a lot, but with him you just poke him slightly and it just sets him off. And it's just fascinating how he built his entire empire around himself to make it look like he's the victim and everything, when he commits like very ironic, hypocritical things all the time. And this is one of them where he gets someone's channel taken down. This is a video talking about cyberbullying while he commits cyberbullying. He gets people to rally against this guy, flag his stuff constantly, to the point to where I assume that all the copyright claims, he got so much strikes, and you can only get so many strikes before YouTube just basically says it's done. You have to do it on multiple videos though, and I assume that that's what kind of people did. I'm sure he's got like maybe 4 or 5 people to do that. But it's funny how he looks at these people as souls, as like actual human beings, but they're not really actual human beings. A soul is someone who, to me, I define a soul by somebody who the characteristics speak on themselves instead of just this personal army that you command to do whatever you want. That's what the thing about its fans that I don't get. You don't have much free will when you come watch his content. It's just sit down and look at it. You don't have any free will unless you're properly stroking his ego. That's a funny parallel between him and Phil. Whenever you go to the streams, it's not about anybody else. It's about him or them, as it were. Him and not Low Tier God, him and Dark Side Phil. But to Low Tier God, it's more blatant. It's really blatant. He'll literally tell you not to talk about someone else in his own stream, and that's absurd. People should be allowed to say whatever they want about any sort of content. That's how I think. Even people who come to my videos, now that I've recently started fucking with this guy, again, I do it for fun. It's just hilarious to see him get a reaction. That whole thing, and I did my last video, that was funny to me. It's like, I'm waiting for that copyright claim. That's hilarious. How much power do you think you have? That's basically the whole point of everything here. How much power do you think you have? And people have said it countless times. He's a coward. He'll wilt under pressure, and he'll make claims. He'll make demands. He'll make all these other things. He'll try to make you jump through hoops and say, "You've been warned." I've gotten. All I gotta do is archive this, and it'll be done tomorrow. It's been like nearly 2 days now. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm waiting. I mean, you don't have much power. You think you do, but you don't. It's all just petty little insults. It's just petty little things you just throw around to intimidate people. This is the internet. No one's intimidated by you. You have power only in your streams, and that's a placebo. It's not natural. It's for a limited time. And again, that's the beauty to this whole little thing, to where he got someone taken down. Now he thinks he has power. And that's the same thing with Phil. When Phil got verified on Twitter, when he's in his streams, he thinks he has just the slightest little thing. It's like if you give a kid money, he thinks he has a lot of power. You know, he thinks he has a lot of authority. Or you make the kid like the leader of a group in like school or whatever. Like when there's a school project, you assign kids roles and you make that kid the leader. He's gonna think he has like a lot of authority over everybody. He thinks he can say whatever he wants instead of being compromised and working with everyone else. That's the thing. You don't work with Low Tier God as a fan. You're not really there to work with him. You're there just to abide by whatever he tells you to. Again, he really does run his, streams and YouTube channel like a dictator, like a totalitarian. That doesn't make any sense. I was just about to say totalitarian dictatorship, but it's just more totalitarian. There's like basically, people have read 1984, like Big Brother, InSOG. It's a group of individuals dictating everything around them. The mods basically, dictate everything. You can't say anything about anything. You can't even compliment the other player. The other player can do, we have the evidence. It's there. It's in front of you. The other player did massively good, but you can't say, "Oh, this is my stream." Don't give any props to the other player. He'll do that, but he'll do it like very rarely, like 1% of the time, maybe 0.5% of the time. He'll give props to someone, but you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to give the other player props. That's the whole thing. It's literally ran with, streams literally ran with no power, and that's the thing. Again, that rolls back into what you mean to him as a fan, as a soul. This is how little he thinks of you. He tells you in his video to go flag someone. Now, logical people, wouldn't abide by this. They'll analyze the situation and see that, hey, this person really isn't doing that much detriment. You're still here. You still have like 30,000 subscribers. It hasn't hurt your, I guess I wouldn't call it a business. It hasn't hurt. Well, you don't care about your image, obviously. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing the dumb shit that you do on a daily basis. But it doesn't hurt your. Okay, you don't have credibility either. I don't know how to say this. Sorry, but it doesn't hurt you personally. So again, people are. I looked at the comments and people are like, it's very petty of you to actually go after one person for no literal reason. Again, like I said in my video, and to him personally when he came on my channel, there's like hundreds, tens of hundreds of thousands of other people who make content on you. Not like necessarily, and that's a ballpark figure. There's like hundreds of people who make content on you. What makes you think that you have power over one person just because you have one person taken down? And even then, that channel's still back up. Again, that just shows how little power you have over this. People are gonna laugh at you. That's the whole point. You become a lolcow, people are gonna laugh at you. And this is like I said in my previous video. You attract what you are. That's basically what you are. If your content is negative, you're gonna attract negative people. Again, look at Dark Side Phil or I Hate Everything or any of those other channels that pride themselves on being very ranty and negative and cynical. You're gonna attract those kind of people. Cynical, negative, hateful people. If you're positive, there's not that many positive YouTube channels out there. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not even my channel is positive. If you're positive, you're going to attract positive people. Again, you are your content. If you portray yourself as a negative person, if people want to go with this whole, oh, he's just acting, he acts negatively, so he's gonna bring negative people. That's just cause and effect. It's very simple, logistics. For every action, there's a negative or positive or equal reaction to the action that's plainly stated. If you fuck with people are gonna fuck with you. You can't expect. Again, this is the thing I don't get about him. He says things, but he doesn't expect a reaction from them. He doesn't expect a negative reaction from them. He just expects people to abide by it. But like I said, the real world doesn't work that way. People are gonna say whatever they want about you, regardless of how you feel about it. Same thing with me or anybody out there making content on YouTube. Even if you don't make content on YouTube, if you just comment on things, people are gonna say things back to you. If it's negative and they feel like they need to get their word in, That's just the fact that being a human, we're gonna talk to each other in any kind of way that we feel that's necessary to ourselves. So, if you post things on a public platform, make it private. I mean, you can make it to where only your subscribers see it. That's the thing that I don't get about Low Tier God or Darkside Field. If you really want people to see it, that's your fans, then just make it private. Or, again, someone actually suggested, make your own website. It's not hard. Fuck, Darkside Field has one. Again, your closest, I guess, comparison, because you both act the same way. You may not look the same way, but you both act the same way. But make a website. That way, only your fans will be able to see it. I'm sure people will become in, or you can make it to where people have to do this very specific thing to become a member of that place, and that way you'll only see traffic from your fans. But again, he doesn't think that critically. There's one comment that really mystified me, and let me see if I can find it here. He was talking about how he was like level-headed or whatever. Like he's like, oh, I found you out due to negative, like these negative, videos on you, and I watch your content because all your negative videos, and all your detractive videos, and I watch you more because you're more level-headed. That's basically what it was. I can't find it again. Here it is. He's like, "Look, you guys, the most based man on the internet." That's a lie. I started watching him because I saw the troll videos first. Now I prefer his videos over the trolls because he's more level-headed than them. More level-headed than all the people in the FGC basically call him out. People have called him out. Call him a rage quitter. He is a rage quitter. He hasn't denied that. People have called him out saying that when they call him to attention, ask him 1v1s and stuff like that. It's funny how he'll call people out on stream when he's around people, when he's around all his little his camp of NSOG, Big Brother, totalitarian community. He'll talk all big, but when people call him out personally, he won't do anything. He won't even respond to them. He'll call people out all the time. He's really quiet, as I observed. He's really quiet in real life. As you can see with the Warzone thing, of course he's gonna be quiet. I mean, that's just the person you are. That's just the person he is. Same thing with Darkside Field. He's really quiet. No one will call attention to that. A lot of people are in real life. People like talking shit. You're just like on that. You're on that same level. You talk a lot of shit on the internet. That's just how people are. I talk a lot of shit on the internet, but I'm really calm. It's just the internet. People talk a lot of shit because there's no repercussions. You're the same way. You got some skinny little white nerd tell you that you're never gonna wash the taste of his dick out of your mouth in public and to your face. You got in his face. He wasn't scared of you. No one is scared of you, dude. Anyways, people have called you out countless times everywhere. People say he said that he's level-headed. Not really. He loses his shit over these smallest little, like, insignificant things. He'll really get angry. I'm pretty sure he's trying feverishly to like my videos, get them taken down, because he can't handle criticism. He literally can't. That's why he tries to moderate his YouTube comments. He tries to get them deleted. Now that YouTube gets you that kind of power to where you can delete whatever you want. I made a few comments. It'll probably be like maybe a few weeks before they get all deleted. Just a little experiment. I like poking fun at him. It's fun to just see this man react this way and still act like he's on top of things. But no, the evidence is there. You'll never see it, obviously, because you're just that far up your own ass. And your supporters may not see it either. But the evidence is here. You can ignore it all you want. The evidence is gonna be here. You can flag all the videos you want, but that's just the thing. It's gonna still be there. And as we've seen with the channel, the Low Tier God stream archive, you gotta take it now and it's back up under a new name. So you don't have as much power as you think you are. Again, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of what you have to say to me. You can say whatever you want. You can delete all my comments all you want. I'm not gonna delete yours. I mean, like I said, I'm a person who is an actual human being. I'm an actual man. I can actually handle what people are telling me. I don't just delete things. If you can't handle what people are telling you in real and internet, I hate to see how you actually are in real life. Like, you probably have to be the most quietest motherfucker on the planet. Because if you can't handle what people are saying to you in real life, or you're just that shut in to where you don't go out that much, it's maybe just like work and groceries and that's it. That's kind of how I probably envision your life. Because I can imagine you working a job to where you have to interact with other people. If you act this way on the internet, what the fuck makes you think that you're gonna act differently in real life? I think that if people want to go with the whole fact that he has this persona of himself, he exaggerates a single characteristic of him, and that characteristic is real. It's real. It's too much out there for it to be an act. There's too much. It's the same thing with Dark Side of Hill. There's too much out there for it to be an act. That's just not how it is. I don't believe that. I don't believe in that mentality. It's not an act. He's actually this crazy and insane, and people have found ways to fuck with him all the time. No one takes him seriously. You know, he moderates his chats. Again, when this well dries up, when people are not supporting you anymore, it'll happen. It will. It'll happen. You might not get like no support. You'll get less and less and less to where you'll call attention to it, and you'll just fade out. The same thing on Dark Side Field. It's a placebo. Eventually you'll leave. Because, again, you can't handle the criticism. You'll do something so stupid that maybe YouTube will get rid of you. Again, it's just fun to poke fun at you. That's all it is. It's just laughing at an idiot. People ask, why do you care so much, Next? It's just funny. I've gotten my answer finally. It's just so funny. I had a good laugh when I saw that. The post that I posted in my last video. That was insane. That was funny. I've never actually had someone actually threaten to, once this is uploaded, you'll be sorry, basically. And he goes, you've been warned. I didn't actually expect that in the next comment. You've been warned. That actually made my day right there. Because I was at work when I was reading these. And I was going to make a video right away. Because, again, this is just funny. And I feel like I should share this with people. That's just, at the end of the day, that's, I guess, all I got to say. This reason why I do this, and just him in general. This is just really funny to me. And people can call it obsessive. No, like I said, it's not really obsessive. It's just laughing at an idiot on YouTube. People do it a lot, And, it's just really funny to see this man react this way and his fans react the same way. They can't handle anybody criticizing him, and he can't handle criticism himself. It's really funny to me. It's funny to a lot of people. That's the reason why we do this. If you didn't react this way, we wouldn't be doing it. And again, I'll lead off of what I said before. If you are with this character of yours, this negative, self-hating black man character who just fails at fighting games and just get mad at everyone, you're going to attract negative people who want to make fun of you for that. People like laughing at idiots. Aha, look at this guy fucking yell at someone and throw his controller on stream and have his little fans pamper him. It's okay, buddy. Put their arms around you, make you act all cool and hard. It's alright, he's a scrub. And, you wipe all the tears away and you do it again tomorrow or next stream. You'll throw your controller, throw your phone, talk shit to people. It's just funny to people. That's all it is. And you don't realize it because, your fans are like a shield and you already have this god complex. It's funny. That's the reason why I do this. If you didn't react the way, if you had self-awareness, I wouldn't be doing this. And that goes for a lot of people. If you had self-awareness, I wouldn't be doing this at all. But you don't. You threaten people with flagging and you delete comments and all this kind of shit. So we're going to continue to do it. You are your own problem, like I said.